Today, what we're going through is we're going through all of the reels for our podcast with Taylor. And what we're doing is coming up with the right headings and the titles so that that allows us to one, identify the content, what's it meant for, put it into the chapters, but more importantly, how do we put it into a question form that gives that clip the best chance of it showing up in a large language model search. So, for example, if you were to Google a question and you're hoping for people to just show up and link to your clip, well, you're trying to understand, well, how do I do that? Right. And the best way to go about is learning how to identify the main point or the problem you're trying to solve with a clip, make sure that it's answering a question. And then afterwards, it's how do you become the encyclopedia? And the best way to go about it is just be consistent. You got to provide a lot of, let's see. All right, still recording. I don't know what happened there, but let me reshare the screen that I'm working on. Okay, I think we're back. All right, so let's keep on going. Let's keep recording. But you're gonna watch me just work through. You're watching why. What's the difference between heavy timber and mass timber? Boom, boom. That's an easy one right there. If someone asks a question, okay, that works. That's a good way to go about it. Let's go for the next one. Real pros and cons of mass timber construction. Benefits. What are the benefits? What are the benefits? Mass timber. Faster construction time, lower vacancy, lower vacancy rate. Interesting. And lower blood pressure. Great. Awesome. I think let's see. At 040, is there a way for us to put in real projects that Taylor has done from Timber Lab, right? I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, let's see. That's a great tip. So at 040, Mass Timber 2, let's see. Taylor 2, Taylor 2. Instead of the B row at 040, can we sub in photos from Timber Labs residential pages? What mass timber projects look like instead? Yeah, that looks so cool. All right. Love these mass timber projects. What is how tall should mass timber building be? What 8 to 10 story residential units are at the sweet spot for mass timber construction? Great. Yeah, that's great. How does mass timber reduce environmental impact? What is of mass timber construction? Chapter only, no real posts. Chapter only. No posts. Let's see. Different. Taylor 6. 5. Different instead of difference. How much maintenance do mass timber buildings really need? Got it. It's a good one. Why is mass timber faster than steel or concrete? Boom. I like that. That's a pretty good title. That's a really good one. That's so good. Good. Great clip right there. What does prefab actually mean in mass timber construction? How how are built so much faster? So much faster. Interesting. What does prefab mass timber mean? How does it expedite building? Great. Taylor 9 on multifamily instead of and 026. All right. There it is. Hopefully this helped everybody. I just want you to kind of get into my head about how much work it is to create these clips, make sure it makes sense, but more importantly, make sure that this information gets surfaced in future searches on ChatGPT or Gemini. I mean, in a world where everyone is going to be getting information from ChatGPT, how do they refer to our podcast as a source of information? And that's so important. All right. I hope you all have an amazing day. I'll see you all tomorrow for day 850 of going live.